Emily, welcome to my channel. I make home education videos with my 7-year-old daughter Rosie. This is the start of our week. This is Monday. We have to wait in for a delivery this morning and it is our postman. He's becoming later and later. No, put them down. Rosie,
I want to do it myself.
Put them down for now. You'll see what I mean when I turn her around. Rosie, just leave the box alone. We're finding things to do. So Rosie has so far played with our little nativity scene and made her own little story up, as well as doing nativity herself, showing she understands it. The reason she's getting into trouble is because she won't leave the sewing box alone. Rosie, you need supervision for that. Leave it alone.
I just want to put pins in a pincushion. That's all I want to do.
Not right now. My mum, we visited my parents yesterday. I'll put some pictures of Rosie playing with their dog here, but she gave us a bag of fabric, so I figured, why not, let's try and do something. I did want to make her a skirt, but I don't have any elastic, so once we've had our delivery, we need to go to the post office with it, and we'll also go get some elastic so I can make her a skirt, because she wants a tartany type skirt, so I'm not sure what to do with the rest of it. I'm not really a seamstress, we don't have a sewing machine, it's all going to be hand sewn, so I thought I would give Rosie the opportunity to have a mess around with a bit of fabric. Kind of a home ec lesson. So I have cut her off. Can you leave that alone, please, Bear? Rosie, leave the sewing box alone.
Yes, Mom.
Those of you who are at home ed will know what it's like to have a child who just does not want to listen. So we're going to try and make a bag out of this or do something with this. So I may give up because Rosie is not listening. And she has a dirty face. So Rosie needs to go and wash her hands and face so we don't get to... No, go wash your hands and face because we don't want...
Cut that bit off.
We don't want chocolate.
Because that's what I want to do.
We don't want chocolate all over our fabric. I'm not going to edit this out. This is going to be called Realities of Home Editing today because she's trying my patience at the moment. I shouldn't really be doing an activity like this with her when she's doing this because she's not listening to the point it's unsafe. So if we abandon it, we abandon it. But that's the beauty of home ed. You kind of go with the flow, and if you've got a classroom of 30 kids and you've got a curriculum, you've got to follow it. It gets more tricky. Her random acts of kindness today is to bake something for the neighbours, but I forgot to get the short crust pastry in to make mince pies for them. So when we go out later, we're going to get that. And if we don't get time to do it today, we'll try and do it tomorrow. And then we might leave them in our hallway for our indoor neighbours. So yeah, wish me luck.
Oh, I can't.
But not into my carpet, please.
Oh.
And you're trying to go straight down, not over here, not out. If you need to, just go straight in, out the other side, and then back up again. Because you're miles away. We want tiny stitches.
I just want to that out.
We want tiny stitches. So go in that pink dot. But you need to lift it off the carpet. No, the one before it, baby. There's one before it. That's it. But you need to lift it off the carpet because you're going to end up sewing this to our carpet. Well, no, because I don't want to wreck our rug. So lift it off the carpet and don't poke it into the carpet.
You'd never think it was Rudolph, would you? The introduction. Lifeboat.
price to go on the big wheel at Cardiff. But the sky today is so beautiful, it's going to be a beautiful view. Looking forward to it?
Why is it rocking?
Because it's a swingy one, but it's not going to go all the way around.
It is.
No, it's not meant to go all the way around.
It's not.
We're at the top.
We're on the middle of
Coming back down now. You go around a few times back there. It's expensive to do this, but just the once is a treat. Thursday, and we've kind of overslept, so I still need to go and sort myself out. So Rosie is going to do this maths while I'm in the bath. So I've just done her some basic numbers above numbers for addition and minus. I've done some shapes, and then I've done some word maths for her. So she's going to sit and do that while I go and have a bath. It won't take her the entire time, but
How is that? I can't do it.
so she can. We're in this morning, so Rosie is going to do a twinkle maths mystery for me. So what's the storyline of your mystery for Christmas?
It is Christmas at Nazareth Primary School, and the children didn't have a school Christmas party. Oh, and the children did have and the children have a school Christmas party. During the party, the children play pass the parcel. The children play pass the parcel. Use the clues to find the winner.
So we've got to find the winner of the Christmas parcel, the party parcel. So there's Rosie's list of names. Those of you who haven't done a twinkle mystery before, they're really, really good. This is a year 3 one. So this is the year Rosie would be technically in school, even though I'd have held her back a year because she's an August baby. According to the school rules of starting after you turn 4, she would be the youngest in a year 3 at the moment. So there's her first clue, and I'm going to hide the rest because it just makes it a bit more fun and she gets to get up and walk around a bit. So I'm going to let her try on her own, and then I'll help her if she's really stuck. Rosie's doing an English maths mystery now. She's done a maths one, and this one has an English one. And Rosie is looking down the Christmas snack for Christmas Eve.
Stolen.
She thinks some of them have been stolen.
Stolen.
So we've had to go over that word. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is, but it is some sort of food, Babs. It is like a German cake, I want to say.
I thought their Christmas Eve snack was stolen.
No, they weren't stolen. Stolen. We'll look it up, okay? Because I don't want to give you the wrong information. But it's
And bye-bye.
Why aren't you reading it? Rosie's looking through her programmes. She's found a bunch of her programmes from previous shows. Not all of them, but some of them. I was asking her how we could make this educational. If she would read them. She is reading bits of it, because she's reading cast bits, and she's reading what songs there were. That's the one we saw from the proms. It's one. But she's having to remember what we saw, and what she heard, and different things. So she's looked through The Lion King so far. This one isn't hers, because I saw that one without her. But she's looking at the prom one now. We saw Brothers Grimm the other day, didn't we? That was really good.
Yeah, that
was. The Sherman Theatre, that was brilliant.
That was.
We like that theatre company. And she's supposed to have written a poem for her Advent, but her Advent calendar's gone away until she can behave better. And she's not interested in doing the random acts of kindness for people, so... at the moment, she doesn't have an Advent calendar. Did you write a poem?
No.
There we go. If we're not going to do them, I'm not going to put little treats in there
we
if we're not
went to
doing
see
them.
this.
We have been to see Bert and Cherry, yes. They're very good if you can take your little ones. They're aimed for younger than Rosie, to introduce the orchestra and music and just fun and games. They are a great show to go and see if you've got little ones. The Bert and Cherry at St David's Hall, they've got two or three shows.
Glory.
Oh, she's learning some traditional songs as well. So music and English, reading and singing. I hope you enjoyed the video and you're doing Christmassy stuff. Rosie's attitude has been a bit trying the last week. I'm hoping to be able to get the Advent calendar back out. She locked me out of the house the other day. Yeah, so to me, getting her to understand a bit of empathy and that this behaviour is not acceptable is more important than some of the academic stuff at the moment. And the whole point behind the random acts of kindness in the advent calendar, so that the season isn't all about the presents. So she's been doing a survey on my phone. We've been asking random people, what does Christmas mean to you? And the top answered one is loved ones, followed by food, and the most prominent answer from kids is presents. Obviously so. I'm trying to get her to see that it's more about the time spent with people we don't get to see very often, or we might not have much longer with, or whatever. So yeah. It's hard when the world's so materialistic. So how do you help your children, well, if you even want to? I don't know how many of you want to even teach them anything different about Christmas, but if you do, how do you help your children be less materialistic at this time of year, I suppose, as much as you can with kids? Comment below if you have a different way to us. For now, it's ta from me and ta from the Rosie Bear.